We are receiving the news now that Buhari will be coming to London. My London people, food done ready. Oh. I will confirm the news more after this broadcast. And we should begin the process of telling him that he's not welcomed. Okay? Well, they said he's coming for medical routine checkup. It be like say something is cooking again. And whatever is cooking. My brothers are, my people for London. Another year, food done ready. Oh. Begin to text on ourselves so that we can know when we're going to gather, group together. But please, anything you want to arrange in London, please, I'm, pleading that, please fix it to either Sunday, which is a weekend. I want to be there, or fix it for Wednesday or Thursday. I would love to be there too. Let us go and see Buhari and tell him that he's not welcomed. Okay. And again, I have not confirmed that, but if whenever I do confirm that, I will come back and then I share that with you. But it is an alert that came now. So something I want to share with you, which I'm also still going to share with others as well. It is a flash from what do you call it, from the past. I keep telling people that when you see, in fact, you know what? Before we do that, I'm going to take a quick break. If you are happy to continue watching, right? Join me after the break, and probably you should use this moment to go and give me that thumb up, okay? Give me that, and when I get back, I want to share something with you from the past, especially about those of you who think today's agitation for the breakup of Nigeria and those asking for Nigeria to break up, they were just people who were probably, losers who just wanted Nigeria to burn. I'll show it to you tonight that even the most of those you believe are, agitators and campaigners for the breakup of Nigeria, they were once those who were supporting the united Nigeria, but peaceful, Nigeria, until they realized that it was a mirage that would never happen. Rather, it will get worse. I'm going to share that from the past with you, but let's take this quick break, and I will be back in a minute. Go on, and let's see. Those of you who give me that thumb up before I get back, I'll be back. It is just a moment I wanted to share with you before I proceed, because I want that to be within the break. But there's another one I want to share with you. If you're a Yoruba man or woman watching me, you might have seen it. I want to share this with you.
A lot of people think Emmanuel Adebayo is just all talk. He's not. This man is multilingual. Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
This man is multilingual. Please, give them one Yoruba adage.
Èmi ọmọ Olúwaṣeyì Emmanuel Adebayo ní kí láyé ń sọ. Àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, àwọn àbúrò mi sọ fún mi pé èmi ò yí sí mi, mo sì ń sọ fún wọn lójoojúmọ́ pé àní bàbá mi sọ fún mi pé ìjọ ọkú níjọ́ sí mi o.
Ó di wọ̀rọ̀. Na so.
Emmanuel Adebayo, the Yoruba guy from Ogbomoso, but he's also from Togo. So now, anyway, thank you very much for that. So, a flash, should I call it a splash or flash from the past? Anything, whatever that means, okay? It's just to tell you that Nigeria has come a long way to frustrate everyone who pays attention to what is going on, to get to a point of, no, I don't want to be part of this anymore. I remember a time when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was out there, right? Joined other Nigerians in London way back in 2010 or 2012 or thereabout. He was in London It was talking about the killings, the Boko Haram, the kidnapping, and what was coming, those who were plotting all of that. And it was asking the people to rise up and in unison to stop it, or else it will get to a day that Nigeria is going to break up. Guess what? It was talking in defense of Nigeria then. It was not so deep into today's Biafra until Nigeria showed him what he's been talking about for a long time. So if you listen to him today, he has gotten to a state of no return where he doesn't believe anything anymore. He's not alone. But he was once a believer that thought if the right thing was done, maybe Nigeria won't find herself in this current situation. So if you don't know that before, I want to share that with you so that you will get to know that those who are asking Nigeria to break up to save lives is because they have done all they thought was right to get those rulers and controllers and the greedy, selfish criminals in charge of Nigeria the opportunity to make it right. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children and men, for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy. We are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government through the High Commissioner that what is happening in the country is unacceptable, and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent situation of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the International Committee for peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 1967 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing.
That was about 10 years ago. I hope you heard every word. It was very clear. 10 years ago about. It was talking about Nigeria. It was talking about the northern Nigeria. The people who became victims of terrorism. At the earliest stage, they organized protests in London to tell the whole world that terrorists are killing Nigerians. He appeared as a Nigerian in London. So if they demonize Nnamdi Kanu today and you join them, you probably have no idea. Goodluck Jonathan was the president of Nigeria when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and other Nigerians staged their protest in London. So for those of you who came and said he started talking about Biafra because Jonathan lost, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started knowing better too after this whole thing, when he realized that there was even a bigger agenda that is political. It is no longer about the religion and all of that. It is even bigger. And he started talking about it even more. And when he realizes that, well, nothing will be done, you just talk and talk and talk, that's it. He decided to start calling on Biafrans to begin to see all the fight he's having, because in the future, these people are going to take over power. They will use a known face, take over the power, and push the agenda further. He said it. He was talking about a Nigeria that should not be violently divided. But if nothing is done, the people behind the killings, way back, they were going to take over power. And the moment they take over power, they will force their ideology on everybody. It's been proven right. It's been right. And for those who have told you that Nnamdi Kanu started talking about Biafra simply because Goodluck Jonathan lost, he started talking about Biafra even before PDP lost power. You know why? He was talking about a Nigeria where the government should protect everybody. But when he realizes that the agenda is bigger, that even Jonathan is bigger than Jonathan himself, they will sacrifice him if they have to. He started calling on Biafrans. Many of you didn't accept his approach, how he's calling out every tribe, calling everybody every name, and all of that. I understand. But can you now see the genesis? Can you see that now? It all started, and you know one thing is this. Everything is said has happened. So who are we to now sit in judgment and say, who is Nnamdi Kanu to talk about Biafra? Who is Nnamdi Kanu to lead Biafra? Where are those you believe should lead Biafra when this calamity was to befall almost today in Biafra land, in Igbo land? As the Fulani terrorists are intimidating and harassing everybody in other parts of Nigeria, they are doing it in Igbo land. They are kidnapping, they are raping, they are destroying farms until this emergence of this ESN. That was Nnamdi Kanu of 10 years ago, who never possibly thought a day will come that he was going to supervise an army of protectors that will be defending the Biafra land. He was asking that, please don't let this lead to war. Please save this country, save the people of this country. So do you see why some of us never see him as a demon? Do you see why people like us don't really see him as a demon? People react to what Nigeria has turned them into. When you refuse to listen to the people, when you call all their grievances and all their differences, when you call them nonsense, they don't matter, then be prepared for counter reactions. And the counter reactions is what the likes of Tifnumbu and co. They know the situation is getting there now, but they are not bold enough to say it. Yeah? So they are now saying, if the country should break, Kuku say it, Nigeria is going to break. We are just waiting for the last, what do they call them again? Undertaker. You know those they call undertakers? Undertakers are those who take dead body to the grave. Okay? We are waiting. Who is going to be the undertaker that is going to take Nigeria to the grave? Obasanjo asked, was it, I want to remember his name. It was the PDP, the new PDP chairman at the time. And he visited Obasanjo. And Obasanjo said, are you trying to revive a dead PDP, or you just want to be the undertaker that will bury the PDP? I remember the guy. It was Alimodu Sheriff. Last, Alimodu Sheriff. Played the PDP and all of them, yeah? You know what he did do? And returned back to his in-law, Buhari in APC. So it is the same thing. The question we should be asking, whoever is trying to be president of Nigeria, are you trying to be the undertaker? As we speak right now, Buhari is the undertaker for Nigeria, the person that will take Nigeria to the grave. Maybe they can even try to add some lifetime, or should we call it a lifeline? Pass some drip, play some abracadabra, use some forces, and force everybody to remain and continue to kill everybody for another 4 years. I'm just saying, you know, maybe then they will transfer that undertaker job to another person and say, maybe you should bury Nigeria. Oh yeah, take. Say you want to be president. Oh yeah, take. Do you get what I'm talking about now? That is the situation we have found ourselves. So the people who are asking for the breakup of Nigeria today, Many of them 10 years ago, they were screaming, they were asking that the people of thought, the people of great minds should rise up and prevent a situation where people will be forced to want to leave this country, where the people will be forced to start a civil war again, where the repetition of 1966, Nnamdi Kanu even said, we should prevent the repetition of 1966. 10 years later, it is now Biafra or death. You know why? Because Nigeria is already killing them. That same 1966 that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, prophesied about 10 years ago that please save Nigeria. And some of you will probably be shocked right now seeing that video where Nnamdi Kanu was fighting for Northerners in London, protesting that the Northerners should be saved, saying Nigeria should be united, that they should prevent Nigeria from breaking up. Maybe some of you are seeing the video for the first time. So he didn't just sleep and wake up and started talking about leaving. I just thought I should remind you of that. It's important for this conversation tonight. But there's also a video I picked up and I want to share that with you. It's not for any other reason that it was shared by the Nigerian police. They claim to have arrested some ESN members and they interviewed them. This is what they have to say. And I'm sharing this because I want you to know that we have seen the video. And if Nigerian police share this video as they did on their Twitter handle, then that means more people, more organizations in the whole world have seen it. Okay? But the IPOB organization said these guys are not ESN members. I'll share that video with you before we go today, because there will be a a reaction to this, we know. Okay? But watch this.
My name is Politico. I'm from Abia State, Aruchukwu local government, alias Bidi. I'm a member of ESN. I joined 2017. I'm a second in command in Special Force, ESN. I participate in the while they shot us at camp. They attack us in the camp. And they will kill one policeman and 2 rifles. And the second one is the one that will have open fire with the soldiers. They are 4. So I get this injury. Before I get this injury in my leg, they arrest me in the hospital. In Oka. That's where they arrest me.
My name is Rafael. I want to get down. I am 31 years old. I'm coming from Georgia Barcelona, Atokupan local government in Nigeria. So I joined IPOP on 17th of March 2020. Now I was recruited as a ESN member on November 2020, sir. So and the first movement I participate, I was on 24th of January 2020. When we are coming down from Onitsha straight to Olo. So accidental we jammed a police checkpoint at Olo Ihiala Road when we have attack exchange of bullets with them. So 2 policemen were killed and we discovered 3 AK-47 and we burned down their Sienna. The second movement I participated was on 13th of January 2021 when the Joint Task Force attacked us at our camp in Okporo, Olo, in Imo State. So 1 policeman were killed, but we did not discover his gun. So The other movements, as example, on 5th of January 2020, my men went to movement where they killed 2 policemen and burned their motor in Omotanze, although in Imo State. And they discovered 2 AK-47 also there. And the other one is on 25th of January, when they have exchange of fire with army in Olu Owerri Road, and 4 army were killed, and they discover their AK-47. So the other movement, I cannot remember the date, is at Inhiala Road. That was on December. That was when the guy that led that particular movement was shot down there, and they discovered 2 AK-47 there, and the driver was killed, and 2 policemen were killed, and the man was also killed.
Did you notice that it seems like he's reading it? Like the date, the time, the place, and all of that, and then he keeps his gaze at something. That is Nigerian police. People believe that it is a propaganda. From the record, they said the ESN, number one, if there's anything that's going to lead to that kind of arrest, when you look at the characters of people displayed, and you know the kind of police you have in Nigeria, innocent people can be drafted in and dragged out for a media parade like that, where their written statement, like more or less like a script written by the police, will be, displayed before the suspect, the alleged suspect, to read to the press, where they will accuse themselves of different things and all of that. Well, however, they said they arrested them and they caught them with weapons. You know that Nigeria police is the only worst police institution in the whole world, where you may be arrested for wandering. They may arrest you for working late at night. They may arrest you for not bribing a police officer, and they will parade you as somebody who they caught during armed robbery. They have killed all your colleagues. Only you survived. And the guns they discover from that robbery, they will put them before you. And you will be sitting down there and you'll be saying, yes, this is the gun I use. Now this gun that they use, this person they killed is my colleague. But by the time you begin to probe those they presented as the criminals, you realize that many of them have never met themselves. They only met themselves at the police station. And the police will write the statement for them. The police will be saying, okay, I met Arinze. Arinze met Kola. So it was Kola who now phoned me from Akure that we should all meet in Ijebu-Ode, and then we all enter bus to Bayelsa. And when we got to Bayelsa, we pick Umokoro. And when we pick Umokoro, then we called Ejima to, that stuff. They will share a link. But by the time you begin to interrogate them properly, you will realize that they have never met themselves, ever. That's how corny Nigerian government can be. The Nigerian police. This is a fact. We have seen it many times, many times. And most of the time, these are the people who couldn't bribe the police to be released on bribe. So since they need something to put out there, they will just bring them out of the police cell. Many of them have been there for 5 months, 4 months, 3 months, 1 year. They will say, oh yeah, accuse yourself and say you are a member of ESN. We arrested you at Olu, at your camp in Olu. Oh yeah, say it. Okay, we also came to, we killed some of your boys because we recovered. You know what I mean? And they'll be reading it. It will look real. But put those guys in different rooms and start interrogating them. Then you will see the shade. That is why in Nigeria prisons, you will see more awaiting trial inmates than the people who have been convicted of their crimes. Because of what? They have used many of them, prop them up for different crimes they didn't commit. Okay? In order to improve their profile and the police work record. And when you go to the prison, they will say, why did they send you to prison? They will say, it was because my friend stole a bike. And when my friend stole a bike, he came to my house and, he carried me on the bike. When they are now looking for my friend, they didn't see my friend, they saw me. So the police arrested me. I spent 4 weeks in their cell. When they couldn't find my friend, they sent me to prison. The policeman said I should pay 500,000 naira to free myself. It's no longer about the stolen bike. It is now about him. They know it's not the criminal, but it's about him paying the policeman in charge of his case so that he can go home since he's not the criminal, right? Since he couldn't pay the policeman and the police said are becoming full, they will just send him to a judge. When they take them to a court, no lawyer, no representative, no nothing, the court will just say, oh yeah, go and pay 300,000 naira for your crime. Or you should be remanded in prison awaiting trial. That's how some of them ended up spending 5 years, 10 years, 15 years because they couldn't bribe the policeman at the police station. And the judge will not let them have any legal aid to stand for them. Now, so person where they're accused of stealing will end up in the system. That's how Nigerian system is. I don't know if I presented that better to give you a whole picture. So when Nigerian police present suspects and they make them read their own case, their own crime. So when people watch them, people will already say, oh, this one is guilty. This one are criminal. You see this one are Poloko. See his face. Ah, look at this one, and she look innocent. So she's an informant for armed robbers. Hey. And she look innocent. Look at that. So they do all of that, right? To curry the propaganda in the country to make people believe whatever they want to achieve with that. Do you understand? I'm not saying the Nigerian police are not catching criminals, because one way or the other, I don't think you can do without them. As bad as they are, Baba, if I'm robber, they your street. If you get DPO number, you go see dial them, whether they will come or not. So which means we respect good policemen, okay? I'm not trying to, you know what I mean, to slander you. But you know what I'm talking about. Some of you also know if you're a policeman watching me, okay? So you know what I'm talking about. This is the framework. There are good ones, but you know what I'm talking about. So the ESN said, you can't see them. They don't have camp. There is no ESN camp. The media is creating that word, camp. We are going to bomb the camp. Or we bomb the camp of ESN. They don't have camp. Don't you get it? They are in the forest. And if you call wherever the makeshift locations and string of locations they have been showing us, or they have been doing over time, if you consider that as a camp, then you are just a fool. These are guys who knows that they will be looking for them. They are also looking for the Fulani terrorists. Do you understand? The only way Nigerian army and the ESN will clash is if they clash when they are going after Fulani herdsmen, the Fulani armed terrorists. But that Nigerian army bombed the camp, Nigerian army arrested. These are just, I don't believe them. You can believe what you can. But if you know the type of policemen we are talking about, then you'll be careful of what you believe. I decided to play that video so that I can add this to it. Some of you are going to see this video elsewhere. Some of you are going to send them to me. Maiyegun, have you seen this? I see a lot of stuff. But I only pick those I think I should share with you enough that will make more sense to my analysis on whatever topic I choose. This is one of them. Do you get that now? I'm not saying that there are no those who might be, because don't rule that out. Don't rule that out. Nigeria has become a crime scene that you could have some people impersonating ESN. And meanwhile, when you impersonate ESN and you are not a member of ESN, or maybe you are just because you are a member of your IPOB, because so suddenly started flying yourself as a ESN member, ESN. So there could be people impersonating ESN, and there could be innocent people as well, picked up by the system just to prove a point. But I can tell you, with what I know, right, it is not just going to be a tea party to say we have arrested ESN members, and they will begin to tell you accurately, one after the other, one attack after the other, the date, the time, the place, and what happened. You know what I'm talking? Come on. I don't believe it, but you can believe it if you want. We are not asking for violent division of Nigeria. We're just asking that people should understand that if the people are affected by a system that is killing them, and they are saying that they are going to, they don't think the government is protecting them, which is true. Government is not protecting them. It is now on those who claim to speak for those people to listen to them. You listen to them, right? Then by listening to them, you can then react, make adjustment, make it look real. But if no becoming president, and then that's it, the problem resolved, or you kick the can down the road, and you meet it there again. Trust me, it is just a matter of time. I'm gonna draw the curtains, yeah, and I hope you enjoy your time tonight with me. I'm gonna see you again tomorrow. I'll finish early tomorrow. I'm off on Wednesday, off on Thursdays. I'm sorry everyone that has been reaching out to me on WhatsApp. You see that WhatsApp number? That number is only for the live broadcast. If I want to pick any call, I'll pick the call on this live broadcast. I know so many of you who really want to have a one-on-one chat with me. I understand, but I'm not really that available. This might look like, well, you do this all the time. Just pick the call. I want to talk to you. I understand, right? I am not available for any chat like that. But when I squeeze the time out to talk to one, it's not that I don't talk to people, okay? I do. But if I don't reply your text, if I don't pick your call on this WhatsApp number, it's because the number doesn't work outside this broadcast. Do you get that now? So if we want to talk, maybe an email will make me want to arrange a conversation, okay? I'm so sorry if I haven't replied any of your messages for so long. This is not intentional. I have so limited a time for myself after this, okay? But however, I will continue to, reach out and be our brother's keeper. I received a message, a call for help from a brother in somewhere right now in Africa. He is a footballer. I know this is going to be sounding so similarly. We have been doing it. Let us reach out. He is a footballer. And let me see if I can play this. Please, if you listen to this, maybe I will interpret it. Let me put it this on.
Láti ọdún náà àwa ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú Ìjẹ̀gbálẹ̀ mi Yorùbá ìwà àti ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú ọmọ Abẹ́òkúta bàbá mi lọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú dáàdì mi lọmọ Abẹ́òkúta wọ́n mi ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú Òde ibi tí mo lọ kọ́kọ́ nìyẹn sà kí n má waste àkókò sà yes sir footballer ni mi mo sì máa wo program mi dáadáa picture tẹ́ ẹ̀ wò yẹn kò kí ṣe real picture mi o ṣe sà so mo ní issue kan Kenya ni mo ń gbé tẹ́lẹ̀ sà torí mo mọ̀ wípé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ló lè yọ mí nínú nǹkan tí mo wà yìí so Kenya ni mo ń gbé tẹ́lẹ̀ but mo wá rí offer kan ní side bíbá yìí ní Ethiopia so mo wá sí Ethiopia which is like I think November 25th ni mo wọlé so ìgbà tí mo dé wọ́n jà ní region tí mo lọ which is Tigray region so tí mi ẹ̀ ṣáà ní kí n dúró so mi ti ẹ̀rí ti flight kankan tẹ̀ lọ síbẹ̀ including bus so mo ṣáà ní sùúrù ṣá ìjà ẹ̀ máa tán ni mo wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀ títí mo lò bí i like 3 months mo wá sọ fún agent mi pé àkóbá mi wá tì mí sí around instead of tí màá kọ́ fi dúró sí ìbáyé so ó ṣàbá mi arrange ẹ̀ ọlọ́dẹ̀ ṣe mo lọ fún trial ẹ̀ mo pass trial everything wá okay so ìgbà tí mo pass trial tán so àwọn tí mi ẹ̀ kọ́ ẹ̀ pé mo ti overstay nígbà tí màá ṣe kékeré lọ clear overstay mi káwọn lè gbé mi lọ sí federation ìgbà tí mo lọ sí immigration mo béèrè pé ó lè ló ní overstay tí mo ti jẹ wọ́n ní $1,200 owó yìí pọ̀ kọjọ kí nǹkan tí màá ṣe sí wọ́n ní báwọn ṣe ń ṣe nìyẹn so mo ṣàwọ̀ pé kí nǹkan tí màá ṣe mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pé àwọn èèyàn káàkiri so wọ́n yí àwọn including àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi gan tí mo mọ̀ pé wà òkè tán ti wà òkè ní football ẹni tó lè fún mi ní $100 ẹni tó lè fún mi ní 50 ṣe ní pé wá kí n sọ fún Maiyegun náà pé bí ìrànlọ́wọ́ wá lè ṣe fún mi lórí ẹ̀ kí lè fi clear overstay yẹn kí wọ́n federation so kí mi náà lè kó ogun pé à ń tọrọ lọ́wọ́ èèyàn kí mi náà bàrẹ̀ sí ní fún yàn lágbára Ọlọ́run so nǹkan tí mo ní kí n sọ fún yín nìyẹn sà well footballer ni mi so máa send out pictures mi máa send ẹ̀ sí láìpẹ́ sà.
Thank you. So sorry for those who didn't understand Yoruba. That message is a voice message I received on my WhatsApp from one of my viewers, one of our brothers who also tune in on Maiyegun's Diary. He might be watching me right now, by the way. Now, I told him that I'm going to find a time I'm going to share his story with you. So he's a footballer in Kenya. Then he realizes that there are better opportunities in Ethiopia. But the region he was to travel to for trial is Tigray region. Tigray region is the region where they are currently fighting in Ethiopia, for those who have been following that development in that area. So he got stuck. So eventually they found him another team, he said, and he went on trial with them. So he passed their trial, but he's already overstayed his visa in Ethiopia. So here he went to the embassy to get an extended working visa so that he can be added to the team going to the national, I called it, okay? So he said they told him that it was going to cost him $1,200, right, to renew his visa, his working visa as a footballer, and he can begin to earn his own pay. And he added that he himself wants to become somebody who helps others. This is his own moment of need, moment of help. Okay, there are more I can take from, I can share with you from him. Okay, but like we do on Maiyegun's diary, I'm going to drop it here tonight. I'm going to talk more about it from now. Okay, if you are in any way in position of helping, the usual route is through the PayPal under this screen. Okay, PayPal me. PayPal.me/Diaspora Radio UK. Okay, and when you make any contribution towards this guy, yeah, which I'm going to also bring on at some point on this. Okay, so if you make any donation towards him, make sure you attach your donation with a message, okay, and say for our football brother in Ethiopia. Do you get that now? If you can do that, it will be accounted for here, and whatever we can give to him to help, right, we will give. Thank you very much for your time tonight, and I'm going to see you some other time. For those of you who tuned in tonight, thank you. For those of you who have subscribed already, thank you. For those who haven't already, please do so if you enjoy your stay. And remember, this video is 2 parts. The first part is about Tifnumbu's position and the deceit and the fraudulent regathering that they are currently, organizing for him and his co-travelers. The second part is to tell you that when you see anyone asking for the breakup of Nigeria, using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a good example, you should relax yourself and don't sit on that seat of judgment to pass a judgment about something you probably have no clue about. Okay, he was once a promoter of Nigeria. Now he knows that, well, he's realized, like many of us have also, it's made many of us realize as well, right? That no matter how much effort you put in, you're just wasting your time. I'm going to see you some other time. Good night.
Ani esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Ani esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook Maiyegun ti dé. Ani esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube Maiyegun ti dé. Ani esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́ Ani esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ Ani esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Presido bá rúfin o Ani esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Gómìnà kówó jẹ Ani esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí fa Ani esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o Ani esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú Ani esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Ani esunraki Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú esunraki. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú esunraki. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.